and things and stuff. So, without further ado, shall we hop into our next game?
I think we should.
Since I am playing in it, it shall be Hunter and Shoefly Pie casting this one. Gentlemen, are we ready?
I am ready.
And let us start the game in 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
Okay, so in this game we have Lacante to the south in the blue versus AVUltima to the north in the green. Just happens to be the two people other than Shu and myself in this channel right now. And looking at the map, Lacante has a lot of good expansions right next to him. He has 3 natural expansions that are all pretty much equidistant to his main. So he has a lot of choices. He has 3 to be precise. And there are also 2 windmills to the east end of the map. What are your thoughts on it, Shu?
Yeah, Lacante definitely has easier mills to build to. One thing to note is there's that little bit of water that basically cuts the map in half. And once again, we see both, AV is running ferrets, and that could come into play because units crossing that water slow down quite a bit.
Yeah, that could be interesting. There's also the road going off to the side that each of our players may choose to go down to avoid that river, who knows. So both players... Actually, no, the 2 players are doing very distinct things. AVUltima, 5 farm, 3 warren of lizards rush, while Lacante is just on 1 warren of lizards on his 8 farms. And he's expected to defend against 3 lizards right now, 5 on the way, 6, they're rapidly spawning. One of these MG nests should hopefully get up, but he loses a farm for it. He loses a farm. And he lost 3 lizards as well, or he lost that warren. He lost something. He lost the MG nest, the second MG nest.
He sold it, but it had taken some damage, so he took a little bit of a loss there. But
still, with that little farm advantage, hopefully it won't make too big of an impact for him. AVUltima going around the side again with 9 lizards, getting ready for another attack on the other side. Lacante now with no MG nests, just some toads to defend. And AV quickly swipes away at 1 farm, but he loses quite a few lizards for it. He lost 5 of his lizards. Still, gets a farm. That's not too bad.
yeah, but Lacante's still ahead in farms because AV didn't build his farms away. They're both tied right now.
Oh, and Lacante now, he's gotten heavily into these toads. He's gotten 9. And now he's just going to choose to be aggressive. He's moving his toads in, but they're exploding right on those pigs. Oh, he gets a nice catch with those 2 toads there, surrounding those lizards, and there was no way the lizards getting away. And now he poked away at that pig. There's no defenses left from AV. He's trying to spawn out another lizard. It spawns. Looks like it took out a toad, but he takes out the warren. So now all AV has is falcons on the way, while Lacante has an active force on the map right now.
One thing that is Lacante has mostly toads, so he can't sustain pressure very well because every toad hit, he has to build another toad, rather than lizards that could constantly be harassing.
Oh,
so
yep,
he can keep up this pressure, but it costs him.
Yep, that falcon's up. That is his only defense, though. He's starting to build toads now, and Lacante, I think, needs to go back and regroup. He's done a very nice attack and got some good picks. And now he just needs to develop into maybe a more normal mid-game, or maybe some
Lacante's sold 2 toad warrens and is now building a fox as a response to that falcon.
These are some very snap responses from both players, just going straight for the exact thing that counters the units they currently have out. So Lacante pokes with those lizards, doesn't do much other than lose them there.
Yeah, he took a big loss there, lose 3 lizards for free. But the one thing he did accomplish, though, is by keeping up the pressure, he's keeping AV on the back foot and keeping AV from scouting his fox. So that's one good thing that Lacante has going for him.
That's very true. If Lacante can keep AV's commander away, yep, AV seems content seeing that there's just loads of units on the high ground. Maybe he thinks that, okay, so it's just a normal situation. He's on 6 lizards, 3 toads, that's really all I need to worry about. And now he can just poke away at this Warren, and Lacante's letting him, because that's pretty much keeping him busy, and he knows as soon as this Fox comes out, AV's army is going to get crushed, really.
Yep. Fox is about halfway out now, and AV's backing off a little bit, coming back in.
Oh, he almost takes out that pig. He does manage to take it out, but it's pretty much irrelevant now. That Fox is just about done. That Fox is out, and it's going to be able to chase down these Falcons as much as it wants. It's going to be able to control the entire army of AV really here.
Alright, he takes off down one Falcon and a few Toads.
And there's a second.
Takes the other Falcon. Now it's just deadening the Toads on Toads.
Yep, and with AV, with just an army of Toads and Falcons, he sells one of the Falcon Warrens, because that's really not going to be good against this Fox here. And Fox is shooting away at this Warren here, not doing much damage, but as soon as it switches to these units, takes out a pig, takes out a Toad.
And AV goes and builds the 2 mills to the right, because he knows he can't really stand up to the Fox right now, so he has to rebuild somewhere else.
It's a very precarious spot for AV. He needs to manage to develop something on one of these expansions, and he needs to be able to stand off against Lacante in time. And with this much food that he has right now, I don't see that being extremely possible.
That last Falcon gets sniped down. He sells the Warrens to get some food. And now Lacante knows that he's got some mills somewhere else, so he has to go find that while AV rebuilds. So let's see if AV can get some defenses to hold off this Fox before he gets his Warrens on that high ground, which will protect them a little bit. He sells one because he knows he needs to have enough food to actually produce the units. He sells his farm, so he's back into starvation, but he needs to get the units now, or else he'll just be out.
Oh, and those Warrens are kind of off to the side as well, so it's going to take a while for them to actually get in.
He's trying to keep the Fox busy. He's doing for it now.
Meanwhile, that Lizard's going to take out those windmills just in time before the other one comes up, and that's GG for Lacante. That's a very aggressive game there. Aggressive decisions from both players.
It was a very interesting game to play, because I scouted AV's triple Lizard Rush a little bit too late, and he did put on great pressure with it. And then he switched to Falcons really fast after I counterattack with a lot of Toads. And then suddenly it's, oh, he has Falcons, I need to get this Fox up. My Toads are useless, and it ended up working out. It was a really fun game to play.
Yeah, the key of that match really was just the fact that AV never scouted that Fox, never needed to prepare for it. I think he thought that he was just on the aggression, he was doing well, keeping up pressure. And meanwhile in the back there was the counter to him developing.
Well, it was just in time as well, because my mill was going to die really soon when that Fox came.
That game was on a knife edge at that moment right there, because he barely held on in time for the Fox to come out.
Near the end, there was a time where we were both starving as well. So after I had killed his initial mill, my mill was farmed out because he'd killed 2 of my farms that I built later. So it was a really, really close game. But that about wraps it up for that game, I think. So shall we hop into the next one, which shall be casted by myself and Shoofly Pie. Are you ready for Game 6?
I am.